Good evening and welcome to Prime View, a program where we take the views of Nigerians all over the world, discuss them, and pose them to you, the politically exposed. My name is Msteeq Marlene, and my co-host...
It's Spencer Anienwelu. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome to the show. On the program today, we have a really lively package that we've put together. I'm going to let Marlene introduce the topic later, but first of all, introduce our guests. We have, all the way from Milton Keynes, he's the founder of Never Atiku movement worldwide, and his name is Ben Samuels. Ben?
My name is Ben Samuel. Nice to meet you guys.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
And next to Ben Samuel is a young man. Well, I call him young man, but he's he's very vibrant man. His name is Prince CHUK, Victor UZOMAH, and he's a political analyst and a staunch Atiku supporter. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
And I'd like to also welcome Marlene back, because Marlene was away for,
Yes.
I'll say, the best part of, how long, 3 weeks or so?
1 month.
Oh, month even.
Actually,
That's
yes.
it, yeah.
I was there whole
She
month
toured
in
all over Nigeria and Abuja, and she had so much. Well, she's going to bring us back.
Well,
A lot of interviews. Who did you meet in the? Who did you get to see?
It's still a hidden secret. I mean, so much. I had so much interviews that took me from the east, southeast of Nigeria, all the way to Sapele to cover a church. But I must say, the road trip was fantastic, and it's also good to be back.
Wonderful.
I missed you, Spencer.
I miss you too, Marlene.
I miss Prime View,
Yes.
but I'm happy to be back.
Yes.
Well, on today's show, the topic of today is, who do you think should get the job or should do the job well? And who are we talking about? Which job are we talking about? We're talking about the seat of the presidency, the president of Nigeria. Will it be Atiku, ALHAJI Atiku Abubakar, or will it be President Muhammadu Buhari? That's the topic of today. You're welcome to Prime View. Well, how do we start? Who do we start with? Ben, should I start with you?
Absolutely. I'm ready to give you to answer your question.
I threw in here that when I was in Nigeria, I was almost articulated. But you're a pro-Atiku man.
I'm a pro-Buhari.
Pro-Buhari.
Absolutely pro-Buhari.
Okay, so who do you think should stay in this power of seat?
I think there's no vacancy in Asorok at the
Oh my
moment,
gosh,
as far as I'm
okay.
concerned. So the reason is very clear. So Buhari has done a fantastic job, considering where he met our country in 2015, and the process of restructuring Nigeria and taking Nigeria to the next level is not a 3 years project. Everyone knows that. So our country is in the right hand, and there's absolutely no vacancy in Asorok.
We'll get to hear from CHUK, but the word restructuring Nigeria, I don't think is in the dictionary of Buhari. But we'll get back to that. And what do you think? What's your contribution to that?
Yep. Thank you so much. It's rightly said that once bitten, twice shy.
Yes.
There is no two ways about that. You know, we've tried different, politicians in the past and presently as well. And I sincerely believe that Atiku, ALHAJI Atiku himself, with his team put together, as we can see, they are able to do the job. And Buhari hasn't done anything and is not going to do anything. Apparently, he's a dictator, and Nigeria doesn't want that. Okay, we need to move forward, and I believe Atiku is the right person to take the country forward. Thank you.
Okay, well, now, I'm going to ask, before you rebuttal, because you're going to have an opportunity to rebuttal.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to know why you think Atiku is credible, because I'm going to look at, with this program, we purposely didn't want to make it a party issue. We wanted to make it these two major contenders, because if we're being realistic, it's going to be between ALHAJI ATIKU and Muhammad Buhari.
Absolutely.
So when we're looking at this topic, we've got to look at their competence, their antecedents, their experience, and also integrity, you know, and perception, you know, like how people see them. So if you want to pick one of these words I use, so based on integrity, for instance.
Sorry, before you go on, I must say that whatever we're discussing today is our personal views. It has nothing to do with Heritage TV, and it has nothing to do with the Nigerian government. So it's our views. And you can also call us in. You can join the conversation on 020-800-46100. 020-800-46100, option 9. You can join us, and then let's just have a conversation about how to move Nigeria forward.
That's correct. So based on integrity, if we choose integrity, why do you think ALHAJI ATIKU has the integrity? When we know what we mean by integrity, we mean somebody who says something and means it, who at least people have a perception that they can trust him. Is he trustworthy, your candidate?
Yeah, I would sincerely tell you that he is. Okay, when you compare him with Buhari, President Buhari, Atiku in the past, being the vice president of that country, okay,
sold everything.
Their regime, okay, if you look at their regime, okay, the economy grew so much compared to what we have today. And infrastructure was so much more better than we have it today. And internationally, Nigeria is well recognized. Despite some flaws, despite some shortcomings, yes, they are human as we are. So, but when you compare with the present government, or Buhari's team, you find out that Atiku is the right man when you compare his past and what he has achieved after he has left office. Okay.
What would you say about that same word, integrity?
The word integrity does not exist in the dictionary of Atiku.
Why do you say
so this? The word integrity, I think when we are talking about Atiku, we can take it out. If Nigerians ever have a way of designing our own dictionary, I think when Atiku name pop up, there should be
why do you say that?
So the reason I'm saying that is well known all over the world. It's not just Nigeria.
You need to have
I am going to be giving it to you one by one.
Okay.
Atiku was a former vice president of Nigeria.
We all know it.
So all the time he spent, because you talk about his integrity, comparing integrity with our president, Buhari, it is no comparable. Atiku has no integrity in the fiber of his blood, period. Even a child in Nigeria would tell you Atiku has no integrity when it comes to comparing with the President Buhari.
Do you have any evidence?
The reason that I would say that to you, one of the reasons that I would say that to you, Atiku came as a vice president. Atiku sold everything. When I tell you, he sold NITA, he sold all of our public sector in Nigeria, and most of them were acquired by his friends. It is in a public information domain to find this out. Atiku was being isolated from America because of corruption charges over his head. There's no charges dropped on him already.
Those are speculations, don't you think?
That is not a speculation. If you go into the website of the United States, you will see the indictment is right there. You will see it. So Atiku should go to the state and answer before he can come back to Nigeria to become president of Nigeria. That's very important for me.
No, I'll interrupt you with that because the problem, what we were before, while I was in Nigeria, what most of them were saying that he cannot get into America.
He cannot get into America.
He has gone and back.
He did not go America. Please. Atiku tried to go. Because this is very important. Let me explain this to you guys in one detail. I will give you a chance to have your way now, but let me say it. When we are talking about integrity, that word Atiku does not come up on it. Atiku himself will tell you, I don't have it. That is the fact of the matter.
Now,
so
can I tell you something?
Anybody, I want to correct something. Anybody who told you Atiku has been to America, Atiku has not been to America.
Thank you. Thank you
Atiku
for
will
this
not go
talk.
to America
So
because
as
he
far as
go,
you're
he will not come
concerned,
back.
integrity he doesn't have.
He doesn't have
But you
it.
think
No.
Buhari has integrity? Now, let me raise an issue. There's this thing about when Buhari served on as the chairman or commissioner of the PTF.
Yes.
There was that, even because I went in the Wikipedia and all that,
Yes.
it's still there,
Yes.
that Babangida accused him
Yes.
of, well, fingered him as to what happened to the money, $2.8 billion. Right? They set up an inquiry. Although the inquiry exonerated him, right, there was still a finger pointed at him.
Absolutely.
The same thing to me, in my mind, is what's happening to Atiku, where there are loads of maybe many more fingers are pointed at him, but there still hasn't been any clear-cut indictment yet.
That's what
Exactly.
it's
And so,
speculation, yes.
for me,
Is-
when we're talking about integrity there, I don't know if which one are we
I
each other
do
really.
listen. I'm not going to take
What-
your
so
time.
what
from
do you- what
talking,
do you
please.
say
I
finally
will allow
before
you
we
to.
move
I
on?
will allow you to present
You
your
see-
point
you
because
see-
I have so much to say about this very particular topic about the
well,
integrity
it's
of
very
this guy.
important to be honest. When we say something, we need to have our facts. Okay, our evidence. We just ask you, what is your evidence? What is your fact? He never said anything. And
My
what-
evidence is that Atiku
What?
cannot come out to contest for president of 250
That is-
million
okay,
population,
that is-
and he refused to go to the head of democracy in the
Mr.
world,
Ben.
America. Atiku should visit America. Atiku should land in JFK and come back successfully.
Okay, well, I'm
then I
filming.
would definitely
I'm
vote for
filming.
Atiku.
You should
Mr.
film
Ben,
it, innit? Let's
Mr. Ben,
selfie.
Mr. Ben,
Do a selfie
you've
in
said-
New York.
Yes, let him
Mr.
go.
Ben, Mr.
I will
Ben,
vote for Atiku.
Mr. Ben, can I tell you something, please? Okay, you've gone through your
Now,
your-
we are talking about integrity. We need to emphasize on that. In this country, sir, if the UK say you can't enter here, if you know you have a right to enter here, you go and present
keep,
your
you,
case.
you say it's not right to keep talking over when someone I've let you do that.
I'm
Do you
sorry,
agree?
but obviously this topic is a very passionate topic in my heart. How do you compare two
But you
candidates?
need to draw yourself back a little bit.
Thank you.
The thing there is there is no evidence, there is no facts when it comes to integrity. When you were asked about that, integrity. What do we understand by the word integrity? Okay, you say your word, you say something, okay, and you do it. Okay, you say you're gonna be here or you will do this, and you happen to. If you don't do it, you give people, okay, reason why you've not been able to do it. Okay, Atiku, irrespective of him being human, I'm not exonerating him from mistakes or something, but he has gone a long way, and he has come a long way as well to be able to understand the past, the present, and now he's projecting the future for you. If he's learned from his past experiences, or from it for himself and for others. So for me, integrity, as far as Atiku is concerned, there is no particular evidence to show that Atiku did not have any integrity. But when it comes to Buhari have said a lot of things in the past. During the last election campaign before he came to power, he's more than 10 of his manifestos.
Like,
When he said he's going to give all Nigerians 5,000 naira.
these are the
When he-
information. Let me
when he said that he's going
Okay, like-
when he said he's
like,
going to do
let me
the
explain
security.
let me explain to you.
When he said about
that.
security,
Because when you are
security
talking
is even worse, as we say.
No, the security was never been
Okay,
better
let
in the
him
history of
have a
Nigeria.
go.
The security at the moment, let's be fair. When we are talking about the national issues such as our country, let us be honest and be fair and actually point to where the weakness is and point to where the strong point of this leader is. The two leaders are non-comparable in any word that I can ever use. Atiku himself, he can testify to you. He's just playing a
So
game.
you prefer someone that truncated, okay, a democratic process.
You have to
That
go
is
back.
apparently that you look at that
if you
person
are talking
as a
about
dictator,
people,
if I use that
Listen,
word.
I wanna
sorry,
explain
let me
something.
interrupt.
If
Let
you
me
are to-
interrupt you in a minute. Let me interrupt
Yes.
you a minute. You asked the question. You asked him, what did he say he will do? He didn't do.
Yes, and he hasn't given me no answer.
I'm giving you one of the answers
Yes.
now. One of the answers is Boko Haram in question.
Yes.
Statement
Security.
in 3 months, I will cover Boko Haram.
Exactly.
What he told you is, he said, what I remember that interview. They were asking Buhari, he said, Boko Haram. Buhari said, what is Boko Haram? Let me tell you, the same Boko Haram, the former government of PDP
So
government.
you mean he asked what is Boko Haram?
Let me explain to you. The government of PDP shared $5 billion that was meant to buy weapons to confront Boko Haram.
Yeah.
So they share it among themselves. It is a big issue that the people that are supporting this very Atiku now share the money. Some of them are answering questions now in the court of law in Nigeria. Let me explain that to you.
So you're saying, his antecedents? Are you saying antecedents now?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
antecedents are-
The reason why those issues happen. When Buhari came in 2015 and 2016.
You do not have facts.
I'm going to give you facts. In 2015, 2016, Boko Haram were bombing anywhere they feel. Boko Haram collected territory. They have space that people is no-go area.
Okay, what is happening today? What
let
do
me
we have
explain.
today?
When Buhari came in, we are there.
No,
The
you see?
Chibogu children that were kidnapped were released.
No, listen.
Do
Let
we
me
have,
explain.
do
Let
we
me
have
explain to you.
security more or worse?
We have
than
more.
the-
We are more
Secur-
settled in security now than anywhere
You
else
don't
in
have your
Nigeria.
facts,
I'm
right?
telling
That's
you,
not a fact. That's not
no,
facts.
it's 100% fact. I'm telling you, that's a fact.
Okay, let me take you back again. We are not talking about if he's working or he's not working. He said, I will stop Boko Haram, give and take, 3 months.
He
That's-
did
we're
not.
talking
You
about
cannot
interim.
quote Buhari
Okay.
that Buhari come on the TV and tell you, I will
This
stop
is the-
Boko Haram.
this is the fact.
There's no fact. There's no
Okay.
website you will go. There's no
Now-
internet you will go. There's no information that is available on a public domain where Buhari used his mouth to tell anyone that I'm going to stop Boko Haram in 3 months. Buhari never promised that. Also, Buhari never promised 5,000 to anybody. That was opposition manifesto. And they used it as a way. What
I'm
is
so-
5,000?
Okay,
I'm-
let's
What can
let me,
5,000
no,
do
let
to
me
anybody?
use, okay, let me use
I'm
another.
absolutely-
let
What
me
can
say-
5,000 do?
let
Buhari
me
never
s-
promised
okay, let
5,000.
me say something
Buhari
else.
promised cleaning Nigeria,
Wait.
and he is in process of doing
Wait,
that
in
I'm
the
now.
surprised.
process-
I'm
The
surprised
reason-
you're saying this.
Okay, let me say something else. Still on Boko Haram. Let's say, okay, he didn't promise that. The army came up under Buhari's review that they have won the war against Boko Haram. That they have won the war against Boko Haram. But till tomorrow.
No, they didn't say won the war. They said they've technically defeated. That was
Okay,
the right
that's
word.
the same word. They've
technically.
defeated.
And they've actually defeated them.
Technically
No, they
defeated.
have not.
They have. They have defeated them. When America told you they've defeated ISIS, is ISIS still not bombing some places in Iraq at the moment or in Syria? Because we are talking about global issue. Nigeria is not a small country. We're talking about 250 million black people.
And you cannot get rid
So
of those.
it's very important. Let me explain that.
No.
It's very important that we bring it clear. This is the biggest
You need
country in Africa.
You need to state your facts.
I am
okay?
stating the fact because
And then-
the reminiscences of what do you call it, Boko Haram, that is still lingering around, is as a result of failure of PDP government.
Yeah.
Can I take
But you know,
it? Can I take?
before we go for that, I want to move it on a little bit more because
Okay.
the main discourse on social media normally is about somebody who's like, they always try and make mockery of Buhari by saying that he has 150 cattle, but recently Atiku told us he has over 1,000 cattle. Yep. So the whole idea is a man who has businesses. He's run. Presumably he can run a country. Now Buhari, on the other hand, the whole idea is he has integrity. Yes, that's the understood perception, but he's not for somebody. Yeah, he's not business. So, how do you compare business acumen and integrity?
Can I do
To you,
that,
which one do you feel is more important to you? Business acumen and integrity. I'll start with you, Victor.
Yeah, business acumen and integrity.
Because we have to look at Buhari.
You mentioned someone that said he has 150 cows. When was that? Probably 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and 150 cows has not even, produced
Well, we don't
or
know about that.
multiplied
We don't know.
up to today. Then somebody that come out to tell you that I have businesses that created employment, okay, and is prospering.
But he's lacking in perception of lacking in integrity.
That is
Which one do you choose?
integrity.
That's part of this perception-wise, yeah.
That is your word.
Yeah.
That it doesn't have integrity.
Perception is not.
Okay, is your perception?
Can I say something?
mine,
about-
the
Because
perception
this
I
is
have.
Is your
It's not my
perception?
perception.
Okay. when you put economy and integrity together, two of them, to me, they go hand in hand.
They have worked together.
They're both important.
Okay. However, okay, if you give me an effective leader,
Over
okay,
integrity.
if you give me an effective leader with an effective team, because it's his team that makes up.
But
okay?
without integrity,
okay.
perception of
No,
integrity.
he must have an integrity. And
Okay.
Atiku does have an
I
integrity.
need to say something here,
because he has not been indicted by in any.
So
Let
what
him
about-
go
so
to
what-
America.
What about,
Let Atiku go to America.
But what about, on the other hand, if you given the scenario where you have a man who's not really a businessman, but he has integrity, which one would? No, I'll let you have a go.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The issue of integrity and business acumen is the thing that go together, because once you have a business acumen and you don't have what it takes as a honest man, then your business will drop. Not just drop, because you will be corrupt and you will not be doing the right thing. In Atiku's case, Atiku is a case study of a corrupted human being.
That's your opinion.
That is my opinion, and that is the general public. That's general public opinion.
That's not
I am
general.
going to
That's
say
That's
it.
the perception.
Yeah, that is my perception, and that is a lot of people, millions of Nigerians' perception. Over
let me
70
tell you
million
something.
Nigerians
While you're still
cannot
thinking-
afford. Let me explain something to you, please. Over 70 million Nigerians,
Yeah.
cannot afford £1. They are not having £1 as income a day, as a result of 16 years of PDP rule.
You know, we don't want to
and
make it PDP.
I am no, because Atiku is
wanna
coming
put-
under PDP. It's very important. You cannot take two of them out.
But
You
we're
cannot
trying to
say-
look at the individuals.
So the individual case of Atiku himself as a human being, Atiku said he had 50,000 staff members. Now that he's paying them 1,000 naira, because Dangote Cement is the biggest company almost in Africa. It hasn't got 50,000 staff members. That is a fact.
Do you have your statistics right?
I have my statistics.
I don't
100%.
think- I don't think we
Atiku
have
say
it.
also let me explain to you. Atiku say he got 50,000. Atiku was in government for 8 years. Let Atiku come out and tell me which Nigerian state-owned company that have 10,000 staff, 10,000 staff that they are paying money to
You're saying
regularly
he's a
on
liar.
every month.
Well, he's saying his businesses, not just.
No. That, because he took our money and opened his private business, and his losses don't count. If I come now and I carry money and I gave it to my son, I gave 2 million to my son. So my son did not loan money from the bank. It's a 2 million that I gave to my son. If my son lost 500,000, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Because the banks are not
Mr.
after my
Ben,
son.
Mr.
So
Ben.
all the money Atiku have taken from the public pocket, he's making business with it.
Mr. Ben,
Okay, let's give Victor a chance to speak now.
Mr. Ben,
In terms of business acumen, integrity, that's where we're at the moment, and we'll move on from
yeah,
there in a minute.
when we look
Well,
at
you-
when we look at integrity, the word integrity and business acumen, Atiku have got both, because Atiku have not been indicted in any form of
Let
shape.
him go to America.
Can you wait? Okay, please. He has not been indicted in any form or shape. It's just a mere allegation. Okay, and looking at his past record, this man has business acumen that you can trace. Okay, and statistically he can prove them, and you can also go and prove them as well. You see, when it comes to, and he's got his team, okay, working past and present, that are working, an effective team indeed. When you look at Buhari himself, okay, what team has he got? Somebody that stayed, wanted to be in a position for 12 good years without no blueprint of what he's going to do for that country. For 12 years, he's been wanting to be the president, and he's telling me he did not even figure out or see one particular issue that is a problem in that country, that, okay, eventually if I get there, I will do this or that. And for 12 years, he has not done that. And
Atiku was there
Okay,
for
let-
8
let-
years.
let Melon-
Okay,
let
what I
Melon
was
have
going
that.
to ask.
And his boss. I have one.
I was going to
Brendan.
add this to what you said
Yes.
to CHUK. He said that he has corrupt all over and he cannot get into America.
His boss.
Can I finish? No, can I finish? Can
It's
I
very
finish?
important I make this
No,
point.
can
He
I
said,
finish?
Obasanjo, his
Can I
boss,
finish?
said,
No, we're not.
he said,
No.
Atiku, America called him and said, Atiku is corrupt. His boss.
Forget
He said,
about-
God
she want
forbid,
to
if
take
I
you on
say
a
so,
journey.
you should come to
She
Nigeria.
she want to take you on a journey.
We're not.
Okay, I am
we're not
listening.
talking
Okay.
about. No, I was going to ask you, CHUK.
Yeah.
He's challenged you, and my question to you is: do you think, do you think Nigeria can be respected in the world
Definitely.
if Atiku becomes the president?
Absolutely.
Because we're still talking about, in as much as he said the corruption is on his head, corruption tag is on his head. I must tell you now, I just came back from Nigeria yesterday. And majority, I use the word articulated, call it whatever, call it corruption, call it money. Majority of Nigerians are going for Atiku.
That depends on where you are in Nigeria.
No,
it all depends on where you are.
I told you I had a road trip. And that road trip took me, and with interviews.
It all depends. We have 270 million population. I don't think you listen to all Nigerians.
No, I didn't listen to all Nigerians. I said majority.
No, the majority cannot be.
So now, do you think he can give us a face internationally? That's what I'll ask you now.
Definitely, absolutely. You have nailed it. As we speak, most countries, developed countries today, such as America, Britain, France, Germany, okay, they have seen the other side of Buhari, and they've seen the other side of Atiku, okay? And I can tell you, I can assure you, okay, with every evidence and with what is in front of us today, that America, they are now, they prefer, they are not going to come out, but they prefer. And most Nigerians in America, they have seen both sides of the eyes and now believe that Atiku is the right man to lead that country. Why? This is a man that have seen it in the past, and probably they have learned from their mistakes. Okay,
and
as we speak, he has now built and come up with team that are ready to do the job. Number one, restructuring that he has promised and is able, because that is what his team want to do.
You have said
Buhari promised that, and he didn't do that. Okay, Jonathan, the past president, said he handed over the national conference, the outcome of the national conference to him, believing that he's going to act on it, and Buhari being it. And as we speak, Nigeria is still under dictatorial, okay, process. Being our constitution, okay, is not democracy, okay, it's never democratically put up.
How?
Okay, why? Because the military, okay, that put up 1999. Okay,
so
1979 and 1979.
You're not taking us back to restructuring. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. This is the reason.
The question you're asking is deviated from that.
I never deviated. I just give you. I just try to give you some facts.
It's the question of when she asked me, is he going to be able to
represent Nigeria?
That is part of it.
International.
Is he going to be able to represent us?
Because the people,
if there's this stigma,
because the people Atiku will be dealing with are the people Atiku will be dealing with, if he's elected as a president, are the most honest people. They are America, they are Britain, they are Europeans. They have their own weaknesses as well, but their weaknesses does not take over the country like it does in our country. So let me tell you something. Nigeria at the moment is on high like this when it comes to integrity.
When your president is being ridiculed everywhere you go.
Let me explain. Nigeria is very high at the moment. Because they know we have a leader.
When your leader is being ridiculed, he's being ridiculed in America, he's ridiculed in France.
Who ridiculed my president?
Even in Britain.
Who ridiculed my president? Who? This is a president that is well celebrated all over the world.
Do you get your facts right?
All over the world. Our president is well celebrated all over the world. And then you are talking, I think we should just come back home and be fact-checking ourselves.
I'm gonna have to hold you here. Well, let's go back on a break, and perhaps when we come back, I want you to go into your natural mode of speaking to Nigerians the way
we'll talk
the way you're supposed to talk. Yeah. So we're gonna go on a break, and when we come back, we're gonna continue with this hot discussion. Buhari and Atiku, who needs to get the job?
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries, and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.
Welcome to Prime View. I'm sure you've been enjoying us. The same show that takes you, it takes this, should I say, the program that takes the views of all of you, both Nigerians in Nigeria and abroad. We discuss it here as usual and then pose it to you again to analyze. We've been talking about Atiku and Buhari. Who's your choice? And you can sponsor this show, Prime View Television. Our numbers are on the screen. Sponsor us, and then you can advertise here too. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, Prime View TV, we're on Facebook, Prime View TV. Be part of Prime View Television under Heritage. Like I said, we asked that we stopped somewhere on restructuring, but that's going to take us a long while to know if Nigeria will be restructured by Atiku or Buhari. And we talked about whose face can sell Nigeria out there. And Ben is saying because of corrupt crown on top of Buhari.
Atiku, Buhari is not corrupt.
Yeah, on top, on top of Atiku, we cannot move forward. But Ben, I must tell you now, restructuring is important. I'm from the East. I must say that I'm not hiding it. Maybe I go speak for my language.
Make you talk now.
For Igbo land, we need restructuring from Southeast. Because this thing not a favor us. Me, I be APC before. Yeah? I'm saying it publicly. I be APC before. APC no favor me. And I don't go Nigeria. So they come back 3 times, 4 times since they enter power. It still no favor me. And I just came back yesterday. So I tell you now, Ben, sitting beside me. Southeast, we need restructuring. Roads are bad. People are starving. Security is bad. You're telling me Buhari has done this, he has done that. To me, like I said, it's our personal views we're laying out there. To me, there's so much. And 3 years, don't tell me 3 years is not enough for you to do something.
Hold on. When you talk about the road, in 36 states of federation now, federal government is constructing 1 road or 2 roads in each of the states at the moment.
Okay.
Let me explain that to you. At the moment,
Spencer, what did a road trip?
The road at the moment that federal government is controlling across the nation is all over. It's all over. Where the federal government is constructing roads across the nation in 36 states of federation. In 36 states of federation. Are you okay?
Let Victor say something.
No, because I'm not finished. I am left.
Just 1 minute, yeah. Just 1 minute.
When you say something, right, you need to have your facts.
I have my facts.
You need to have your facts, okay?
Absolutely.
Now, when did they start constructing the road?
I've actually heard Minister Fashola say this.
It's not just Fashola.
I
was in Nigeria.
In every state, and he said it openly.
Can we come up with? I
don't think Fashola will stand up and lie to
Can we come up with? Can we be pragmatic a little bit?
I'm just trying to say because it looks like he's lying, but I've heard him openly say it.
Now we are approaching an election.
And
this is always the same old thing.
Why did the former people did not do this?
This is the same old
thing. I think the problem we're having
now, you want to get people, okay, to know or to prove to the Nigerians that you are working. But apparently you are not working. You're just trying to lobby them and get them to get you back to the office.
No.
Now,
because I wish every government that has been leading us in the last 16 years People Destroyers Party, PDP, have taken us from the grace to grass when they took over. Let me explain to you. Because the PDP government were there. Okay, anything Buhari does now, you see, because election is here.
Answer my questions.
No. It's very important.
The road, the security.
I am explaining that to you now. I am explaining that.
Even Malu, you know what Malu is? Cows.
Yes.
Oh my God, I wish I got these pictures.
Let me explain to you.
We had to stop in the traffic for these cows to,
yes, and that is not a problem.
Oh my God.
That is not a problem for cow to pass, because maybe the places you are driving through is a rural area.
No, it happened in the heart of Abuja. It happened in Sapele. It happened in Benin City.
Let me tell you something. I was in Austria a couple of months ago, and I was driving in Austria, and I was driving through a city called Innsbruck. That's a city, and I saw the farmer were crossing their sheep. So do I say to them, this is a big problem? If it happened in the east, then it's a big problem. No, it's not. It's not, because what is good for them is good for us as well. So the farmers are looking for where they can get grasses so that their cows can eat, and then they can produce the meat that we needed for the economy. But that is very important as well. So let me come back to the topic that she was raising about road construction. That is a very important topic. PDP government, every project they started.
Under Atiku, you know, Atiku.
No, we cannot. Atiku is coming under an umbrella.
Yes, but
umbrella of.
We want to look at the individuals.
I understand we have to go back.
Okay, let's say for let me just.
Because at the end of the day, we're going to have governors of PDP in different states. We're going to have the senators. We're going to have national assembly.
Let's say, for instance,
Buhari's government
is constructing road.
Incoming government. That's what we're asking now.
Buhari government is constructing road in almost 36 states of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Since when?
It has started since 2 years ago. We're having road commission. We are completing the project. The government is completing the project.
You know, in any state at all.
Go to.
They have federal roads.
At the moment, if you go to
Trunk A is federal. Can you tell me, okay, in any state where the Trunk A roads, okay, are being constructed by the federal?
All the federal road is being republished at the moment.
What they said.
If you go back to Cross River State, if you go back to even Jonathan Village, there's a construction that is going into that state at the moment.
The village is not Trunk. It's not Trunk A. It's not a federal.
We must not say. We must not be here and be talking like, oh, this government is not. This government met a decay economy, a decay infrastructure. Okay. And for you to sit down here and tell me we can do that in 3 years, it's impossible.
Can you tell me the economy of Nigeria in 2013?
You don't ask the questions. We do the questions.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the thing is, what I was trying to say about roads, what I was trying to say
about roads,
is that, yes, I'm not saying they didn't work or they're not working. Yeah? They're not working good enough. That's my word. The roads you're talking about, and I interviewed a few senators and ministers when I was there. They acknowledged these roads were started by PDP.
Yes.
They acknowledged that. They were started by PDP. Whether it was finished or not, but then 3 years, you still haven't finished them. That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. There's something that you need to understand about the government that Buhari took over from. The government that Buhari took over from, then go award contract. Make I tell you, then go award contract for the people where they hear me from our page and the people that want us to make we talk and the way they go understand us better.
Yes.
Then go award contract. Then go give like 90% of the money to the contractor. Remain 20%. Why the contract never start? The contractor go come share that money with the people where you want share them with. Remain 20%. The contractor go come ask suppliers. Maybe they supply sand for that road where they want construct. They don't supply sand. The contractor they wait. Make they give them 20%. Make they take and pay supplier when they don't chop their 80% already. Make I explain this very well. Before you know, government don't finish.
We are talking about roads.
How they not finish the road? All of the project PDP government started. They did not finish anything. Train station, railway, road construction, everything. Power project. They didn't do anything. Under their government, they spent 16 billion for power. Where is the power? Tell me. Do you have electricity in Nigeria?
Atiku, you go ask. No, Obasanjo, you go ask.
No.
We're talking about individuals.
What I'm saying is this. We're talking about party. We're talking about individual and party.
Take it slightly off. Sorry, I want to take it slightly off.
This is not about party.
No, I will not be able to just talk about Atiku without talking about the umbrella where Atiku is coming from.
1 second here. The slight off take here is, you saw there was recently what happened in the Senate where, because this is about, I told you, perception, antecedents, and all that. And you talked about the federal character.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to now.
Federal character, yeah.
So federal character recently, and that's a sore point. That's why she says she's from the southeast.
Yeah.
She, Igbo people, we feel like we're marginalized and all of that.
Of
Now,
course.
there was an appointment made a few days ago, where it was an EFCC appointment, and just going by the normal pattern that's been seen, that people complained about the service chiefs, which to me wasn't really right, but that's the perception out there. 4 names were put forward, and I think one was from the southwest, the other 3 were from the northeast, and it took my senator, Victor Ume, to stand up, and a few other Igbo senators to say, why we're not being represented. So my question now is, there's this perception that President Buhari is nepotic, he's tribal, and then there's the perception that Atiku is not, even though they're from the same place. So I'm wondering, is this the kind of person you want as a president, if he's going to continue to only think about his own people all the time?
Let me explain to you. There is no government in Nigeria that have favored the Southeast when it comes to appointment. All of the major appointments, like, look at, where's Amechi from?
He's from the south.
Where's Ngege from?
In the southeast.
So many people are from that area. When the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria was from Southeast, what did he do to Southeast?
I'm talking about the EFCC.
No, I am coming back to that because obviously...
Because it's a body that...
The matter of EFCC, those people when Buhari submitted to National Assembly, how many population do we have in Nigeria? How many languages do we have in Nigeria? How many tribal ethnicity do we have in Nigeria? If we keep on looking at tribal to select a capable candidate that will take us from where we are to where we need to be, then we will never move forward. Because that is the discrimination on its own. Appointment is given on a merit.
We are talking about national
character. The national character I'm talking about.
Why were the senators angry? They were still they were angry with Magu
because they have their own.
They were angry with Magu.
They have their own agenda. Okay. When Magu was being appointed, Senate refused to confirm him. That was only him. They refused to confirm him. Why did they refuse to confirm him? Because they were looking for their own candidate they can nominate, that can work for them, like Saraki has worked for them.
So you think that's what's happening?
That's exactly what is happening.
About this EFCC appointment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not biased. Buhari selected the people that can work for him. If Buhari came and selected...
This is an organization, and in any organization or ministry, right, constitutionally as we have it today, okay, there must be a national character, okay? Federal character. Now, what has happened with EFCC, we found out that it's out of order when it comes to that federal character.
It is not out of order. The federal character...
Now, are you going to say that the same man, okay, looking at his past and his present, is the same man that you sit down here with me and telling me that he can move that country forward?
Absolutely. He's already moving Nigeria forward. We've already moving from shackles of corruption and poverty. And we are moving on. We are having infrastructure needed in the. We are having infrastructure needed.
What is this administration doing good that others haven't done? Just what do you think?
Let me tell you something. Thank you very much.
That's touching the lives of people.
Not touching the lives of the people.
Forget infrastructure. We know that's going on.
One of the things that we need to kill right now that the opposition party is trying to bring against our government is they keep on saying the people are hungry. The people are hungry.
So what is this government going to do?
Let me explain myself.
So you don't think the people are hungry?
Is the hunger that is our problem?
Okay.
Because Nigeria have always been hungry.
Okay, what is our problem?
We have always been hungry. But what is our problem is that we have no infrastructure in place. We have no transportation system that works. We have no power that works, that give us the people, that give us our vibrant youth.
So what have they done to survive? What have they done in regard to power for the past 3 years?
Now, the past 16 years that the PDP government has spent 16
billion.
No, you're not talking about you. No.
You're talking about
if
Buhari
you don't look at the history, you are bound to repeat the history again, to repeat the same mistake. So let us come back, make we look at the way we don't become.
For the past listen, I want him to tell me what Buhari himself is doing. That's touching the lives of people. And I want to hear what Atiku is going to do. Yeah. That's,
exactly.
Just a bit of the
exactly.
Buhari has put a stop on corruption in Nigeria. Now, to steal federal government money now is a fear for anyone to try it. So, on a long run, all those hard work will come back to favor Nigerians. On a long run. So we cannot say, to destroy this beautiful studio now, it takes me 1 minute to destroy it. To put this studio back, it will take me 10 days or 1 year to put it together. So that is what has happened to our economy. That is what has happened to our country. So when they were in government and money were chua everywhere, no be so it be. Because the people that work for us in Nigeria told me with their own mouth, small boys that work, that told me, Oga, things hard. I come to ask the boy, say, why you say things hard? He say, Oga, no, they give money. They talk about my brother. He said, Oga, no, they give money anymore. Oga, no, they give money. Before, our economy was rigged. It was rigged. Because if you go now, you collect chua, the job of 1,000 naira, the job of 1,000 naira, you can't do them for 100,000 naira. They carry 100,000 naira, give them for your hand. Bam. As you they go, the Uber man will carry you. Hi, you are in a happy mood. Yeah. You carry 5,000, nyash am for hand. Bam, the guy don't go. You reach house, make I finish. Yeah. You reach house, security man, you see him. The security man, Abu come. Abu, you give him 10,000, nyafo.
Can I retract?
Hold on, let I talk now.
The question he just asked
make
you.
I talk.
The question he asked you is,
Oga, you cannot stop me. You cannot stop me. Make I talk. Make I talk. You carry 10,000, you nyash am for Abu hand. Bam. Abu the happy. Abu call him wife for just. Hey, Abu send 3,000 to him. And wife the happy say Abu they work for Abuja. But you don't forget, say that 100,000 where you collect, now the 100,000 wait for free school for Abu children for just. No. Now you they share so you no go do that school. Abu children no go school anymore. Be that.
Abu children. The issue of corruption.
The corruption is the problem that we have.
So that's it. Yeah, but after the corruption now, the people are still hungry. So you know like in Ekiti State, for instance, yeah, the former governor. Sorry, I'm gonna.
Do you know why we thrive in the country? No, we are in Britain here. Do you know why we survive? No. I want to bring it here. Do you know why we survive in Britain here? It's because there's infrastructure. That when we are coming to this studio today, you don't have to go worry to go and buy diesel in a petrol station there. Make I finish my point.
I need to make this point. No. The point I need to make is that in Ekiti State, we saw it happen. What happened in Ekiti State was the governor was doing well. He was building the former Ifeanyi that's back in. He was building infrastructure, doing everything. But people were hungry, my brother. So that's because people were hungry,
that's what I'm asking.
When people were hungry, and you know what happened? A fire channel turned up and was showing them,
look, start sharing money.
Infrastructure, people,
it's start sharing money.
So because of that, so you have to balance it. So the thing is, if you're an extremist where you're just looking, you're not looking the wrong way. So how are they doing anything? But before you go, then, Victor, please. Tell us what you think that ALHAJI Atiku would bring that he didn't do the first time around.
Thank you very much. My man Atiku is I don't know the word to use to describe him, but Atiku has promised services like education. He has to look into education, which is one of the oil, okay, or the engine of any society. Okay, he has looked into healthcare. He's going to, make sure that area is looked into and put all the mechanism in place. He has looked into the area where people are doing what they are not supposed to be doing in terms of embezzling public fund. He will put mechanism in place, agencies in place, effective agencies that will look into that and make sure that those areas or those things are being mitigated. Now, infrastructure is going to look into these are the areas Atiku has actually come up on high. Restructuring, he has promised, and he said he's not going back on that. And as we speak, Nigerians, almost, majority of Nigerians are agitating, okay, for restructuring, and because that is the way forward. When we go back to 1963 Constitution, that is what restructuring is all about.
You cannot take Atiku now to the bank.
Now, because of his team. Now, I said something when we first started here. I said a team, somebody can be a good leader, okay, but his team, he might not have a good team. Will you say that that person is effective? No. I will only look at you as being effective when I look at people around you, when I look at your team. It's not you as an individual. So Atiku, as we speak, looking at what he's done in the past.
What has he done in the past?
And what he's done
You
today.
keep on talking about what Atiku has done in the past. Atiku has embezzled our money in the past. That is what he's done.
That's not our
Atiku is known for embezzlement. So that is what Atiku is.
Gentlemen, let me take you off a little
It's very important that we... No.
Please,
let me explain something. This guy keep on talking about Atiku, what he's done in the past. You keep on saying Atiku don't learn from past mistake. Atiku has not come out to admit any mistake is done. If Atiku want to admit mistake that is done, let Atiku buy ticket. He got a private jet. You don't even buy ticket. Make it go America now.
He's gone to America.
Make it go clean his name.
He's gone there. He's gone there.
Atiku has not gone to America. Atiku came to Britain and they told him that the border agency in America cannot clear him. Atiku Waka go back to Nigeria immediately.
Do we have the facts?
It's 100%.
This is not a speculation.
You guys were celebrating that Atiku has gotten this.
We are not here for propaganda.
Let me explain something.
Okay.
We are not in a propaganda matter.
It's
a fact that I'm saying. Atiku can fly to America tomorrow. If Atiku say he's a man of integrity, let him enter plane and enter America.
Gentlemen, listen, time is not really on our side.
Atiku operate like a Colombian cartel that cannot go to America. Let him go to America. 40 million US dollar transferred. His case is against
you.
You
have evidence.
I have facts.
Where is it?
It is in the public domain.
It's very
so if you are watching now, just Google Atiku and corruption. Then you see what will come out. It's very important that we put. You just sit down here and told me Atiku has been to America. When last Atiku visit America? 16 years ago or 25 years ago.
Visiting America going to do the job for you?
No, visiting
America or not visiting America.
We are talking about who is good for the job. You cannot allow a thief to run the affairs of a nation.
Who is not?
Atiku is not good for nothing.
No, we can't call names. Sorry.
I am taking responsibility, and you have me. So the fact of the matter is this: Atiku cannot go to America because there's a corruption charges over his head. If Atiku want to contest, I will vote for him. I will buy a free ticket for him, and we will go and welcome Atiku in New York.
Are you talking about going to America? Are you talking about somebody that will do the job?
No. It's very.
Let's take it a bit.
We are talking about
Let's soften it a little bit. I am not for Atiku. I am not for Buhari. But what I want to say now, because I am tired, personally, I'm tired of recycled politicians. So the question is for both of you. Either person first. If not Atiku or Buhari, there's a lot of small or young politicians out there. There's a new thing they took up, not too young to run. And we have the parties like the YPP, like the GDPN, like the ANN and
AAC,
and the Yes Party, so which is no. Yes Party is Alistair Shode, that's him. Yeah, we have all these parties. If not articulation or Buharism, who would you actually go for? Because to me, these two are recycled politicians, and to me, they're dead news.
It is a very important question. Like, I was one of the people that actually support that never too young to run.
Yes.
But you have to also understand the way our political system is set up in Nigeria.
Yes.
It's very important that we put that into perspective. As far as I'm concerned, I do not mind what age you come in. If you come, Indonesia at the moment, their president is almost going to 90 years old, older than Buhari. And the man is called back. He was a leader before. He's been called back to come and clean the country out of corruption. And the world will respect him for that. So age is never a criteria for me to choose a good leader from. Even though I want to run as a young person, I want young people to run the affair of the nation. But sometimes we need the old hand to come back and clean ground for us. Indonesia did it, and their economy is even better than our own. So they are doing it. I don't see any reason why Buhari cannot do it. So talking about the young people we can support in Nigeria, I want those young people that are coming out at the moment, like Showore and all those guys. It is a good thing for the youth of Nigeria that we're having those young people putting their hand in the national affair, that I'm putting myself in national affair, that every one of us want to have a say in what goes on in the affair of the nation.
Do you intend to run someday?
I don't intend to run. I'll be content with what I'm doing at the moment, supporting a credible candidate that can take us to the next level. I am tired of a situation whereby we keep on labeling old people. Buhari was the same people were saying, they want young people. Well, how old is Atiku? Atiku was campaign.
Remember my question. Yeah, my question is neither Atiku, neither Buhari.
What she said.
At the moment, I would advise people that all those young people that are out at the moment, they should go and start to run for grassroots election. You have to build your route. You go for National Assembly, you go for
So you're saying you wouldn't support any of the young ones?
I wouldn't waste my vote at the moment.
Okay.
I wouldn't waste my vote because any vote.
So you don't see any one of them being
any
credible?
vote cast for any. They are credible. They are all credible young men and women that are out at the moment. But any vote cast for those people is a vote for Atiku. So I want the whole vote to go.
You think
to
they
the
vote for
man.
Atiku? Why?
Yes,
Why?
because we need every vote we need. Because listen, the war of corruption is confronting us. The war that Buhari have started, it is big.
Okay,
so
let's let Victor have a go. Victor, what's your own opinion? Who would you
I
support?
like that word. Any vote for the other for somebody is a vote for Atiku.
that is his own view, isn't it? The thing is, Showere, Drotoye, Kingsley Moralo, and all the rest of them, Donald Duke,
Yes.
and they are the only, if not the only lady, among them.
Ezekwesili.
They are all wonderful people. I appreciate their tenacity. I appreciate their strength. Coming out to, to tackle, okay, and oppose the power that has been and the power that's still holding the country down. However, my advice or suggestion would be, like Atiku, okay, said he will collaborate with this if he wins. And it's a gradual thing. When he collaborate with them, you will put them in some...
No, but let me interrupt you. That's wrong. Because Atiku, before, there was a coalition that was set up.
Yep.
And then there's another coalition by the PDP.
With the CUK, the
CUK.
CUP.
Yeah. That was what he promised them. But then when he was picked as a candidate, that never happened.
So the CUP's no more, it doesn't
No, it never happened because he then went, instead of consulting them and having a meeting and putting their heads together, he went and picked Obi as his listing.
Okay.
So that collapsed.
Okay, so that's collapsed now.
It's collapsed.
So you
it's
can't
just...
trust...
No, you
so
can't trust...
Is that an issue of integrity?
Well...
No. That is your...
Is there an issue of integrity?
It collapsed. But what you and I do not know, as we speak, is what he's told them, okay, that he's going to do. Because you have to get there.
That was what he told
said,
them.
Follow them, follow me. That's what he's trying to do.
You know
follow
why?
me when we get there, then we do the right thing.
No, I say no to that because I met with a lot of them. I interviewed a few of them. You know what they did now, Spencer? What they did now is the chairman of the party and now the presidential candidate and the governor, all of them, they just decided to run in that they want to get something and then negotiate, which is terribly wrong.
Okay.
Which is terribly wrong. So now, when you talk about integrity, Atiku's integrity is at stake when it comes to that.
It's questionable.
No, it's at stake. I use the word is at stake.
It's not even questionable. No. It's non-existing.
I'm not going to buy into that.
Okay.
The reason being, okay, let us just get on. Let Atiku get on with what he has started. Let him get there because this is one.
He's not going to get there.
This is one bit.
I'm cautious of time. I'm cautious of time.
This is one bit. Okay. This is one bit that you assume. I would say is an assumption. Okay, because somebody will come and tell you one thing. You are not in their midst.
Yes, I'm cautious of that. And you know,
we interviewed one of the. Remember, we interviewed the president, one of the. Party founders, the founder of one of the parties.
Grassroots
and that's what he said.
Yeah, they're the people that sat at the table and discussed this, and this is what's happening. Even in London here, we interviewed one of them, and in Nigeria, I spoke to a few of them, and it's the same story.
And because he did not pick somebody from there.
No, what they had agreed, the agreement was, okay, PDP, we will do this, we'll come together with all these coalition parties.
Yeah.
If one of us is picked.
Okay.
Like say now they pick Atiku
as a vice president.
The president. The vice president will come from another of those parties.
Yes.
And then the other one will come from this. But that's not what happened.
Yeah, they chosen from the
same
PDP. They just
ignored all that agreement and then went and picked from the same party.
And you know,
because this is a reason. Because that's a very important.
Ben,
this is the reason I told you cannot trust any agreement Atiku makes with Nigerians. Atiku just want visa to America. America, please give Atiku visa. So that we can just be saved from this calamity.
No, but you know what I want to say? I want to now move it further to look at the Atiku's choice. Yeah? Atiku made a choice. His choice, whether you like it or not, was a master stroke because he chose someone from the southeast.
Absolutely.
Itobi has credibility as far as I'm concerned.
He's got his own issue, yes.
The way things are in Nigeria, the perception was that hopefully in 2023, that's what we're looking at, whoever wins between Atiku and Buhari, we're going to move up a bit further, then hopefully power rotation will happen. When this power rotation happens, for people like us, we're from the south, well, we're from the middle belt.
I'm from the middle.
Yeah, we're mostly far southeast. Is this, which one favors us most now with these two people? With Atiku, the question, with Atiku now, saying he's going to be there for one term. That's what he said. I don't know if we can trust
Do you believe him?
Well, that's what he said.
You believe Atiku will be there for one time?
If he's there for one term, he has to be.
But why is he giving 6 years program?
No, but
he gave 6 years program.
Because even the PDP, the APC has a 10-year program. You have a long term.
PDP will be there for 8 years. The APC will be there for 8 years.
Yeah.
And then another APC will take over.
Okay, but every party
PDP party is dead in Nigeria.
No, every party plans that way. But my question is, right, if the power does rotate, yeah, I've heard Minister Fashola saying that Chibanjo will take over, which is a political statement as far as I'm concerned. The other day, Ngige came out and said that it will be to the southeast. That Igbo man is going to be the president.
I will be more than happy to support Southeast president.
Peter Obi has the same opportunity.
Yes.
So my question is, who do we trust in this kind of scenario? Because, you know, this is where we are as a people now. Who do we go with?
I am telling you something, that the irony of the issue is this, that the man who is promising to make a way for the Southeast presidency, especially to an Igbo man in 2023, is you cannot believe that man's word. There's no reason why an Igbo man cannot be president of Nigeria. I want that to happen now, because there's no reason why. So these are hardworking people. These are hardworking that will develop Nigeria to the best standard. So there's no reason. So the political system that have kept them down all this while.
So do you think we stand a better opportunity going along with aligning with the APC right now, with the PDP?
I think they need to play a smart politics. And
what happened to the 5%? Have you heard of the 5%?
I am telling you the politics. Let me finish what I'm trying to go. The angle I'm trying to go is this. When I say one time, I say politics is a game of numbers. I'm telling you, if you don't have a number in London, you go look for a number in Manchester. If you don't have a number in Kaduna, you go look for a number in Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if the Southeast ever want to present a credible candidate, they have to start playing the politics now. Playing with Atiku is not a promise you can take to the bank.
What happened to the 5%ers? That's what I'm asking. Are you saying also that statement was not made? What happened to the 5%ers? After all, I didn't get votes from the East. So I have to satisfy the people that voted for me first. What happened to the 5%? Oh, you've never heard of the word 5%?
Buhari has never measured that he did not get vote from the East.
Oh, there he did.
He did not measure that. So this is a fact. So people can make a statement and attribute it to this president, but it's a lie. This president is one of the smartest presidents. He did not make that. He said they did not vote for him.
No, he made a comment.
But he's a president of all Nigeria.
What comment
did he make? To me, he was open. He said like those that voted 5%, and they can't expect him to do the same.
To do this. Yes,
he made to me that was a wrong comment.
It's a wrong. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
So
what I can tell you is let me explain. What I can tell you is this: that any promise that Atiku is making for any Southeast presidency in 2023 is not to be taken serious. So Southeast need to start preparing now.
So is Buhari promising the Southeast?
Buhari did not promise
anybody. He's not promising anybody.
But
we have somebody. We have Atiku promising us.
We are looking for.
Which one do you
we need a successor that will come and take over from Buhari.
But Atiku has already presented an Igbo man as his vice president.
No, you can.
Who's more believable?
Where's Jonathan from?
Jonathan was from the south.
So why did Jonathan did not selected an Igbo man when he did the second running?
That's a long story.
So no, it's not a long story. It's a history.
I'm just saying that
we cannot just overlook history and be going to the future.
Let's give Victor an opportunity to speak. Victor, what's your take on this? As the people from the southeast.
As far as I'm concerned, that aspect does not work for me. The reason being that it's not constitutional. Okay, it's just a party manifesto and all that. We've had that in the past, okay? And unfortunately, politicians that we have using that to, to instigate or kind of lobby people to do their wish. The only political party, stable political party as we speak, okay, that we have in that country today is PDP. APC just come up until APC. If APC win another election, okay, it becomes a proper opposition party or another two-party system. Because before APC, okay, came to be, okay, we've had ANPP and all the rest of them. So we've not, predominantly one-party system. So tomorrow now, but PDP is just stable and it's not going to go away. But we need a strong opposition party.
You say we need a third force,
or
parties,
so, but what I'm trying to say in terms of having an Igbo or Southeast president and all that is that if Atiku, for instance, if Atiku promised the Southeast that okay, if I win, okay, then after me I hand over to my
that's the perception. That's
okay. That is the perception. I'm not sure he said that. Okay. But the actual fact is, the political system in Nigeria entails that by the time Atiku, okay, finishes his term, okay, and if they don't want the political system, if they don't want an Igbo person to be the president, okay, they flag up.
No, because the power is going to shift to the south.
They flag up.
It
does not. It's a party thing.
It's going to. But most parties will do
what they will do is they flag up another party. Okay, that we now say, okay, somebody from the north to destabilize.
So you think they don't want Igbo?
So that is the thing that has been happening.
Is that your opinion?
That is what has been happening in the past, and it's still going to happen because if you look at it, okay, if you look, well, I'm coming, my dear. If you look at it, PDP did it before the Second Republic. They did it, okay, whereby even the military, the way they truncated it, that the military came to because it's Shagari and Ekweme, and apparently it was just one party system. Other political parties were regional. Okay, NPN was just the national party. So by the time Shagari, if they had allowed Shagari to continue and all that, the next person that will take over is an Igbo person, and because they don't want Ekweme to be. Okay, so the army just truncated, they just came and took over the power. So these things that is being on there, both in the military and in proper democratic process. So I'm not going to buy.
Can we just agree?
All we need to do is just to say, okay, who is there? Who do we want that will do the job? And I can't assure you that Atiku is the right man to do the job. As we
Atiku is good for his own business in his company. Atiku is not good for us. Atiku has, let me explain one thing there, because you keep on talking about business. Atiku says he's going to create work. Atiku has always worked for government. Don't forget this, for God's sake. He was a custom officer, then a governor, then a vice president. Just tell me.
And he does so well.
He has corrupted, he has stolen all our money from
you don't have evidence on that.
The evidence is in the public domain. Don't tell me I don't have evidence. If I don't have evidence,
Buhari has always worked for government.
Yes, Buhari has always worked, and Buhari has never come out and say I have a business that employs 50,000 people.
Because he doesn't know how to.
No. Buhari knows how to manage government.
Buhari
knows how to manage government, and he's doing it fantastic.
Well, the time is it's almost
okay. Because of the time, we don't have time on our side. Yeah. But Buhari has always worked selflessly for the people of Nigeria. You and I know that. When I was growing up, Buhari was the military president in 1980s. Buhari, the war against indiscipline was from Buhari. I grew up knowing that word, where you cannot even throw a pack of sweet on the street because you have to immediately think of where you are.
The perception of Atiku is that he creates jobs.
Atiku has not created no job. What job Atiku creates? Who do you know that work for Atiku? Which companies Atiku have? No. What did they do? Atiku
is a nationalist.
Atiku nationalized. Atiku privatized our company. Atiku is coming back to sell NNPT. Atiku says he's going to privatize NNPC for his family. Atiku is coming to sell NNPC. And Nigeria must never allow that man near the position of power in Nigeria. It is impossible. Atiku sold everything soldable. And there's something that is left Atiku want to sell, our NNPC. And Atiku is not welcome.
When you are making your point,
every Nigeria, home and abroad, should take it upon themselves. We will not allow Atiku to get close to our power. Atiku is corrupt and everyone around him and nothing
You
is done
just
for
you're
themselves.
kind of going
Our
around
time
the
is
circle
up, our
without
time
having a
is up,
fact
our time is
on all
up,
your
our
on
time is
all your
up.
Anyway,
arguments.
young men, we're gonna have to probably bring you guys back a bit
Yes.
further towards the election times. You know,
Yes.
it's heating. We can see the politics heating up. I know there's too many. The area is too large to discuss in one program.
There'll be
And
another
I
day.
think probably we'll come another day. Maybe we'll have one of the real representatives from the parties, maybe PDP. I spoke to the chairman of PDP in the UK. He's gonna come on soon. So hopefully one of you probably come
Yes,
and
I
be
will.
vibrant and tell him what you think about the party and
No
all that.
wahala.
So I'll tell you guys watching, tune in, keep following us on Facebook, YouTube. Marlene is back now. Hopefully she has a program Straight Talk.
Yes.
Marlene, you want to
Yes.
tell about the Straight Talk program?
Yes, Straight Talk is every Fridays, and we're on again this Friday. And I'll tell you, this Friday I have a bang. I have Bimbi Phillips coming up tomorrow. He's a UK award-winning hit maker, Afrobeat star, Bimbi Phillips. You better tune in tomorrow and watch. And today, I'm sure you enjoyed our programs.
Thank you very much.
I have Ben here, and I have Mr. Ben
Victor?
Thank you
and
very
Mr.
much.
Victor.
Thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. And remember, we are on that journey that nothing can stop us. Atiku all the way. That's what I'm giving you.
Thank you very
very much.
Ben, can you tell us a bit about your movement?
You can follow us on our pages. Never Atiku Looters is on the page, because I believe that all the people that have gathered around Atiku are all looters. So we named the page Never Atiku Looters. So you can follow us and contribute and share your opinion. So we'll be broadcasting, we'll be sharing information about our page. And also on Instagram is Never Atiku. On Instagram, you can search us on Instagram and follow us, and also send us any things that you want us to share with the member of the public. So the man that we are contesting, the man that we are campaigning for is President Muhammadu Buhari. We want him to remain there for another 4 years so that the project of Nigeria can be carried out in a successful
And I
way.
heard you're doing some giveaways. You're doing some on the page.
Actually, I've got something for you. I'm not doing a giveaway. I'm not doing a giveaway. It is something that our supporter have created.
Yes.
As you can see, this is one of Buhari tops. It's Buhari 2019. Oh, it's actually on this side with the camera. The Buhari 2019 is a quality top, so we're not selling it.
So you are not buying people off.
We're not buying people.
That is what it's all about.
No.
Using the public money, okay, to campaign.
We are not buying.
How you ditch yourself.
Let me tell you something. We are not buying. We are campaigning for our qualities, for our logo, for our man that we believed in. So if anybody told you election is no money, then he's lying. So we are not here for money.
But you said you have a man of integrity.
Do you know the man? Do you know the man that you
viewers? I tell you.
Go for
Atiku, and there's nobody else.
Go for Buhari, my friend.
Thanks for tuning in.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Have a good night, y'all. And until next week, this is Prime View Television on Heritage TV.
Thank you.
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries, and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.